Quarantine blessings within my village. The coronavirus has made us reflect back on our journey and look at our relationships in a more meaningful way. I got pregnant at 19 and I was told I was never going to make it. My husband and I were high school sweethearts. We went on to have 2 more children, and the future odds were against us with 3 children. When our children were younger, we tried to create happy experiences on a low budget. We often searched out activities that were free, like going to the library, long drives in the car, concerts and walks in the park. In addition, we wanted them to stay active, so we had them play sports. And throughout their childhood, they played baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and they learned how to get along with others and how to be a team player. We refer to my oldest son, Andrew, as our gentle giant. When you first lay eyes on him, you think he's perfect, and you would expect at first glance that he should be able to do what most 32-year-olds can do, but he can't. He also has autism. He was bullied and teased for being different when he was growing up, and now that he's an adult, he's continued to play sports through the Special Olympics, and he does wrestling, baseball, basketball. He does it all, and he's won also many awards. He's heavily involved in the Special Olympics, and they're his network and support. He's also very much involved in playing the drums for his drumline ensemble. On many occasions, he's been asked to be their spokesperson when it's time to give interviews. These experiences have given him confidence, purpose, and a sense of belonging. During the coronavirus, he was not able to see them or participate in Special Olympics, but he recently celebrated a birthday, and he celebrated it in a big way. He was able to go on Zoom, and the expression and joy on his face when he saw his friends was priceless. There were many times when he was growing up when we did not know what he was going to do as an adult. So many sleepless nights because of his limitations. But we decided that instead of focusing on his limitations, that we would accentuate the positive and that we would focus on his strengths. And when that happened, he started to do miraculous things. He's funny, he's entertaining, he's a great dancer, and he's also very stubborn, but the good definitely outweighs that. He has a job working at an assisted living facility. He's also a pharmaceutical worker where he packs the ice for medications for people in need. We are so blessed to have him around, and we're also so blessed that he's healthy and safe and well. He has made us better people. Anaya means beautiful. After having 2 boys, we prayed and prayed for a healthy, beautiful girl. I wanted another female in the house to balance things out, and then came my Princess Anaya. It has really been a blessing to have her in our family. When Anaya was 16, we learned that she had a chronic blood disorder called ITP, where her platelets do not clot normally. She decided she was going to volunteer as a candy striper in a local hospital, in which she helped other people who were sick. She was selected in high school to become a student ambassador, where she was able to travel to New Zealand, Fiji, and Australia. She admires Mrs. Michelle Obama and her daughters for their style and grace, but mainly because they were such great role models on how to be a successful young woman. She went on to attend Pittsburgh University, and while there, she was selected to study abroad in Tanzania, where she was able to create a makeshift hand washing station. After graduating Pittsburgh University, she wanted to go to medical school, but she received several rejection offers. She was finally accepted into a 1-year accelerated master's program in medical technology through Upstate Medical University that will lead to medical school. As she approached the final weeks of completing her master's program, she was told to pack up her things and shelter in place. Luckily, by the grace of God, she was able to complete her studies online, and she was able to graduate graduate. Her cap and gown did not come in time, but we were able to celebrate in a different way. When we heard her name, we told her to put on a recycled cap, and we took pictures. We started taking several pictures. We screamed when we heard her name announced, and we had our own commencement ceremony. We wanted her to feel important, and we wanted her to feel a sense of accomplishment. I decorated the place as festive as I could, and I called up our village of support, which included our close friends and family members, and we asked them to watch online, and we turned it into a big deal. Despite the pandemic, she was able to complete her master's program, and she will be starting her first year of medical school in July 2020. Matthew. We refer to Matthew as our gift from God. Growing up, he played several sports. In the end, he finally chose to play basketball. Basically, in high school, his senior year, he got hurt. He got turf toe. He was injured. He wasn't able to play the first half of the season. Suddenly, all those Division I schools that wanted to recruit him all walked away. But he was able to get recruited at a Division II school, and he attended Molloy College and played basketball for them. His love of dentistry started to evolve, but being a superstar on campus and late night studying and parties took a toll. By the grace of God, he was able to get into Howard University School of Dentistry. At Howard, he was able to meet other successful men who encouraged him to do his best, and he was able to take a picture of a life-size poster of President Obama. Due to their similar qualities, people used to refer to him as President Obama. He was able to give back and go to Jamaica and Vietnam and offer free dental services to those in need. In dental school, Matthew won several awards and became student president of ASDA. During COVID, we also found out that Matthew got engaged. We know that he was planning a really huge, big proposal in Italy, but the pandemic didn't allow that to happen. Instead, he went back to the basics. He proposed in the park. And she said yes. When he was in 8th grade, he won class president. We knew he had leadership skills. He gave up that induction ceremony so that he could attend my graduation. He wanted to attend my graduation because I was also receiving my doctorate. Little did I know that 14 years later that we would be celebrating him getting his doctorate in dentistry. It's been a long journey, and it never crossed our mind that we would be watching the whole thing play out online. We are grateful that we were able to capture the essence of the moment on camera, but I have to admit there is a little disappointment with not being able to celebrate with a huge party like we normally do. However, we wanted something to look at for all that hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that we know he put in. So we felt comfort in knowing that he was able to celebrate the moment with his fiancée, and that he wasn't alone in celebrating his accomplishments. So we found joy in dressing up and taking pictures and doing our own version of a commencement speech. And we ordered all of his favorite foods in order to support our local restaurants. And we ordered a cake, biggest cake I could find, in his honor. And we danced and we celebrated. And at this time, we'd like to congratulate everyone from the class of 2020. You should walk with your head held high. During the quarantine, we realized that life is more precious than silver and gold, and Mother's Day was also taking place. And we realized that the grandparents wanted to be a part of this event as well. So we quickly went over there and got dressed up, and once again, we took a lot of pictures. We danced and we sang, and the quarantine has helped us basically to realize that no matter how rich or successful you are, the most important things in life don't cost a thing. And there is power in giving back to those in need and doing your part to help the community. Even though they did not get to have a formal ceremony, we are very proud of all of them. We didn't want to leave anyone out, and we just want to give our condolences to anyone who lost a loved one during this time. We would like to also congratulate once again all of the graduates. We learned from our favorite couple that teamwork makes the dream work. And it's important to keep moving, because if you're moving, you're alive.